Hello, lovely people. How are you? Good to have you here. So, I'd like to start with this question. Have you ever found yourself second guessing your choices because of what others might think about you? Yeah, I know, right? You're not alone because we are in this together. I'm also that one person who has cared what other people think about me compared to what I think about myself. So, in a world that we are living in, it's filled with more opinions, and sometimes we become so overwhelmed and we have that pressure of fitting in instead of just belonging. So we try as much as possible to try and fit in so that we can meet what other people think about ourselves. So in today's video, we are going to discuss about how to stop what others are thinking about you, how to stop caring what others think about you. We're going to explore into practical steps that they're going to help us stop caring what others think about us and embrace our authentic self. It is important to embrace who we are. It is important we tell ourselves, I'll use a practical example of an apple and a piece of onion, of garlic I mean, not onion, but garlic, yeah. So if you try to figure out that apple, or rather a piece of an orange trying to fit in that space, it can't. So it is vital for us to embrace our authentic self, to embrace our true self, getting to know that we can't satisfy what people want to think about us. Whatever insecurities that they have about us, that's their problem and not our problem. Yeah. So it is vital for us to embrace our authentic self, and that's why I'm here. So we're normal, ladies and gentlemen, because we are in this together. You're not alone. I also am there, and like I normally say, we are work in progress. We are not perfect, and I just embrace me for me, because for so long, and I keep saying this most of I don't know why, but don't get bored with it, but I have to still emphasize or rather echo on it. I've been a people pleaser for a very long period of time that I know. It's only this year that I've started telling people I have to stop caring what people think about me. So I'm working on myself to become a better version of me, to become a better woman that I want to be. So ladies and gentlemen, let's dive in. I just have 7 practical tips, and I found them I found them when scrolling on my Facebook, and I found them so useful. I was like, are these people reading my mind? I think that I need these. In as much as I'm sharing this with all of us, it's also for me. It's also for me because I know I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. That I agree. We are not perfect. We are prone to mistakes. So point number 1 is the invisible chains. You think you're free, right? But every time you worry about what someone might think about you, that's another link of chain. Yeah, it is invisible because we do not see. Because the moment you start having thoughts of what are people thinking about me, what are people saying about me, that's the chain. You are not free, and we need to break free from that. We need to take that power back. We need to remember. I've said that it's like I'm becoming a CEO in one of these 5 days. So the moment you feel you start thinking about what other people are saying about you, it's like you are holding yourself a prisoner. You're holding yourself hostage. You yourself, you do not know, but you're the one holding yourself hostage for that. So we start carrying these chains in childhood without even noticing. Of course, yes. Maybe it started while you were still a kid, and right now you are an adult, but you still care what other people say. So how to break free is number 1, the invisible chains. We try break free from that. And then number 2, the truth behind people's opinion. And I have a statistics. So statistics show that 80% of the time, people are too focused on themselves to truly care about what you are doing. Their thoughts about you, it's more about their own insecurities. You are barely even on their radar. So why give your fleeting opinions power over your life? So 80% statistics show that 80% of people's time, it's them thinking about themselves. They do not have time to care about what Belinda does, what Belinda is traveling to, what Belinda, they don't. So when you're seated there and you think about other people, you're like, what will they say? They don't care, imagine. They have their own things that they are doing. They're chasing the bag, they're advancing, they're doing other things that you're not aware of. So you're busy there, like believing in yourself, and you're like, oh, what should people think about me? When in real sense, they don't care. They don't care. So break free from that, because when you give people like power over you, then you will remain like a slave to them. We are not slaves, by the way. We are no longer slaves. We are sons of God. I love that my boss normally like preaches on us, on true sonship, that I am a son of God and God is my father. So don't care about what other people are saying. It's not about you. You having that fear that what are they thinking, that's their insecurities. But trust you me, 80% they are doing them and not you. Number 3, redefine approval. The desire for approval, by the way, it's real. And do you know what? The only approval that you need is your approval and not other people's approval. You need your own approval. So we normally like sit down and you're like, hey, like if they don't say yes, I'm not going to do this. If they don't do this, I'm not going to do this. Blah blah blah. Etc. But you have to know that you're not here to seek approval from other people. The only approval that you need to seek is from God and you. So here is a tactic that I noted down, is for you to like seek your own approval. It is important for those who love journaling. Like me, I love journaling a lot. I love journaling a lot. So for those like who love journaling, you can like write down the things. You can write down the things that they make you happy, the things that you love, because they're going to help you. Maybe write just 3 things that you love about yourself. Maybe it's your eyes, maybe it's your body, maybe it's your, like write 3 things that you like about yourself, and then each and every day remind yourself of those. And that also brings me back to the video that I did, the power of positive affirmation. Affirming to yourself. Wake up. Speak power into your life. No one is going to tell you that you can do it if you yourself do not believe in yourself. So that ability of you telling yourself, I'm well able, I'm capable, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, etc. Think of all those positive affirmations and then speak into your life, because no one is going to do that for you. You have to do it yourself. So when you do that, it's going to like enable you to always remember that the only approval that you need, it's yours. And I love this aspect of maybe you wake up and maybe you know you're smart, but again you want approval from other people. If they don't tell you that you are not smart, you feel like you are not. So you wake up, you do your things, or you dress smartly, you go to your workplace, but because you haven't been told you're smart, you're like, hey, I'm not smart. You need to redefine your approval. You need to redefine the approval. Getting to know that the only approval that you need is from you and not from other people, because it's something that will keep bothering you. Our point number 4 is the art of being unbothered. The art of being unbothered. Hey, this one is very vital. You just don't care. You don't care. If things go the way they want, you're just cool with it. But being unbothered, especially with people, yeah, just let people do their things. You do you for you. Concentrate on being the better version of you. Just be unbothered. You see that embarrassing moment when you're worried about maybe somebody you forgot them in a week or in a month or something, and then you're like holding into it. You're like, hey, imagine even if you forgot them, whenever they are, they're not thinking about you, they're not bothered. So a good secret of being unbothered is stop holding on to things too much, because if you hold so much into things, you'll end up hurting yourself, which is not good. And a good example, a practical one is just pick a need or a thought, and then you hold it in your hand and then you squeeze it. What will happen? You'll be bleeding. But what happens if you just let it go? So it's high time we let go and we let God in. Just be unbothered with people. Just do you. Concentrate on being the better version of yourself. Number 5, live life in your own lane. When you start like focusing on your own path, you'll notice something. You know, most of the time, and I believe in the lessons that I've talked about it, you comparing yourself to other people. You're not okay with you, but you're okay comparing yourself with other people. The best competition that you can do like right now is compete with your better, like to compete with your yesterday. Trying so hard to become better than you were yesterday. So the more like we are absorbed in other people's journey, the more it ruins us, the more it gets worse. So it is important that we focus on our own journey, and we also trust the process. As we keep grinding, as you keep working on yourself, keep grinding, keep just doing you until like everything happens, until like it's your time, you keep grinding, because when the time is right, it's going to make it happen, and He makes everything beautiful in its time. So avoid comparing yourself with other people. Just live your own lane. Live your own lane, not other people's lane. What happens if you keep like going into other people's lane? You'll be crushed. So live your own lane. Number 6. I know now this one, it's not like it keeps on like repeating itself. What happens if you like keep hearing the same things over and over and over again? It means like God is sending you a message. So I believe like this is like God sending me a message. The cost of pleasing everyone. Trying to please everyone will cost you everything. Your energy, your authenticity, your happiness. It's terrible when you try to please like everyone. So what do you value most? Living for others or living for yourself? Of course, right now I choose to live for myself than to live for others, because living for others will cost me nothing. So the cost of pleasing everyone, I can't be like everything to each and every one of you watching me and nothing to myself. So I have to live for me and not for others. So that one I think I won't expound much, because I've been like talking about that on this platform. And lastly, build a shield of purpose. Build a shield of purpose. When you have a strong sense of purpose, the noise around you fades. Purpose is the ultimate shield against judgment. So what's that one thing that you're chasing? Focus on that. And suddenly, what others think doesn't matter. What others think doesn't matter. So build your shield. Build your shield. It's something. Get to know your purpose. Because once you understand your purpose, all other things, they're just like empty babies making noise. You need to understand who you are. You need also to avoid like focusing so much on what other people think. Also the approval, like those other things that I've mentioned, it's like up to us now to call ourselves into a mkutano, into a committee, and tell us we deserve better, and tell us that we can't like be broken, we can't be like walking like empty babies. We are people with purpose. And even, God has good plans for us, and now it's up to us to give our life a purpose. So wake up, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for us to shine. It is time for us to stop being bothered by what other people think about us. It is time for us to avoid. I love this point, and I love this point. There's a point that pressure that I was talking about earlier. Allow me share this, and I'll tell you. When you focus so much on what other people think about you, it actually drains you. And this is me. Let me share a bit of my story. Back in campus. So, and I think for those ones who have been following me for a while, I want to share my story. So, I found myself I once entered into a relationship because the circle of the friends that I was with were dating. So you see that pressure to fit in instead of me belonging. That's how terrible you focusing on what other people think about you can cost you. So that particular year, I found myself in that scenario. Even right now, like I said, those ones who have been pleasing people, you'll understand. We normally focus on what other people say. So I don't want to repeat much. I don't know what you're picking in there. I've talked, but I hope there's something that you're picking home. If there is, let me know in the comment section. And please, for this video to reach to lots of people, you need to give it a thumbs up. So help me give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, and we shall see each other to the next one. But before that, allow me appreciate the guy behind this beautiful look over here, Frederick Modime. Thank you so much for creating time to shoot me and to ensure that this video is up for my audience. Until the next one, ladies and gentlemen, it's a wrap.